In the inside the ashram alone, 186 mulching were done. This 186 mulching took around 3 full days using the excavator, even to make sure the roads are cleared up, and as well as the cow dung area also we cleared up. Plus 186 trees we have done the mulching.
Satyajit Ray, born on 2nd May 1921 in Kolkata in West Bengal, died on 23rd April 1992 in Calcutta in West Bengal. Calcutta and the Bengali language, that's only one sweetest language I've ever heard. French people used to say, theirs is the sweetest language. And one time Telugu people came and told me, theirs is the sweetest language, and I was shocked. When I heard Telugu, I was shocked. It was like, explosions. But nothing as beautiful as, they say the Japanese tongue is the devil's tongue. But I could find the Japanese could convert a devil's tongue into the most beautiful, sweetest tone ever could hear. And Bengalis, when they opened the mouth, I was shocked. It is really the sweetest. They have the sweet, the rasagula, and other varieties of sweet misti doi, which I like. It's sweetest like Kyamanachi, Balochi, Kyolo, Kyochi, Amikon, Bauri, Jachi, Kotadam. Oh, so things. Once I went to a house and I knocked the door, and from inside somebody said, K means who? I was laughing, listening to their musical, beautiful language, Bengali. And in that Bengal, all the greatest minds have grown and blown. Yes. And two famous people, Rabindranath Tagore and Satyajit Ray, are the two prominent people. Most of the Bengalis speak about it. Satyajit Ray's deep, penetrating ideas of creating, trying to dissect the human mind and create a script and then make a film has shocked the world. Satyajit Ray was an Indian film director, script writer, documentary filmmaker, author, lyricist, magazine editor, illustrator, calligrapher, and music composer. Widely regarded as one of the greatest filmmakers in film history, he is celebrated for works such as the Apu trilogy 1955 to 59, The Music Room of 1958, The Big City of 1963, and the Charulata 1964. Ray was born in Kolkata to renowned writer Sukumar Ray, who was prominent in the field of arts and literature. Starting his career as a commercial artist, he was drawn into independent filmmaking after meeting French filmmaker Jean Renoir and viewing Vittorio De Sica's Italian neo-realistic film Bicycle Thieves, 1948, during a visit to London. Satyajit Ray said, there is always some room for improvisation, some room. Today in this corona time, rooms, everybody is asking for rooms, and the whole country created rooms only. So many apartments are empty, so many buildings are empty, and still there is no rooms and rooms. People are begging for one bed, two bed, and there are huge amount of beds are available free. Only thing is, like the GPS, we have not created a GPS where people can tell which area there is a traffic jam, which area there is no traffic jam, where their availability is there. From the click of the button they can understand and go. So rooms are there in the mind, in your heart, in your every thinking. They say, your body is a temple. If you have not married your body and you have not understood a married life in your body, you cannot marry another person. A boy cannot marry a girl shouldn't marry a boy, you see. There is always room for improvise. That is the room. People are rushing up to the hospitals thinking they wanted a bed there. What about your bed? People are running up to the hospital asking for oxygen. There are a lot of oxygen under huge big trees. If they are practiced naturopathies, nostril blow, stomach pumping, anuloma viloma, that itself brings in oxygen every day. Forgetting that, we are rushing up. They say devils peep in where angels fear to tread. You are going to the devil's paradise. Never mind. There is a situation created called a mass hypnotism to attract you to the cities. They're creating massive big lights so you get attracted to the lights. You and the flies have become no difference. Once you start realizing that you're not a fly, then you can become like a honeybee where it picks up the best flowers. It's concentrated on the flowers. It's a karma yogi. It is not attracted to any other thing. You can give the best sweet possible. You can mix up the best sweet in a shit also. He will never look. No amount of smell can attract him. His eyes are only on the flowers. And it knows whether it is Kentucky Fried Chicken or it is McDonald's or a Pizza Hut. You call it varieties only. No, it will not touch at all. His eyes are just on that. So when there is a sickness in the house, like the plague, 200 years back there was a plague in Europe. And a huge amount of people were dying, and hardly any villages left in Britain. Every people was wiped out. The military and the police, everything started moving village to remove dead bodies from houses. In one house, they found there was some sound, and the doctors and the military which moved into the house, they found a man sitting on the chair. They were shocked. Everybody in the village was dead. How come you are sitting? And he said, not only I, my wife and 2 children also inside. And they were in a shock. They said, how come you escaped from this terrible plague? And when they searched the house, they found a sliced onion on the table. Not only on one table, in every table, in every room, there was a sliced onion. They went and asked the head of the family, the man of the house, tell me, why did you keep this sliced onion on the table? He said, I did not do it. It is my wife. So they went and asked the wife, and the wife said, it's a tradition from ancestral time. We were doing that. Whenever any disease comes, we cut an onion and slice it up and leave it on the table. So the doctors were a little thinking, what is this? And the whole village is gone and these people are living. They took the onion to the lab and they checked it up. That onion has got full of virus. One boy which is almost dying, 90% death is almost, he's got only hardly 10% life. They just kept this sliced onion next to his table. Next day morning when they went, the boy was almost 50% cured and the onion has turned into a brownish in color. They checked it in the lab, they found full of virus. Onion can remove the virus, yes. But the same onion, if you cut and keep it, you should not eat it after 1 hour because they are full of virus. That virus enters the body. You should be knowing your samskriti. The onion can help you and destroy you, like the pranayama, the stomach pumpings, oxygen, rooms, it's all available. When we broke the joint family and the family tree, we couldn't run up to a family. Others, how everybody's family tree pyramid has got huge amount of rooms. Yes, if rooms was not at all important. We all could sleep in the floor on one single hall with one leg over the other. Such was the beauty, and nothing had happened. We also practice in Rakum schools that onion, sliced onion, when we children fall sick, sliced onion and rock salt in all the corners, and most of them next day children are of course okay, but That alone is not sufficient. We remove the whole building. When sickness starts, fever starts, whole building is removed. The whole thing, bed and cot, everything is removed. Thoroughly scrubbed and hot water and clean it up. And children give a thorough hot water bath and non-stop gargling the mouth with rock salt water. Yes. Drinking a lot of fluids and trying to sit in the sunlight as much as possible. Yes. That is flowing water, fresh water, moving into the garden and breathing. Satyajit said there's always some room for improvisation. Yes. Why are you frightened? Even 10 doors are there, 9 doors are shut. The 10th will always open. Never give up. Never get frightened. You carrying the fear. Don't get frightened. Practice all those things. Keep up the strength. Move into the sunlight as much as possible. You are thinking there'll be something on the air. No air will disturb you. Just be. But in the city now, at the corona time in Karnataka, at least the smoke and the dust is less. So maybe you can breathe in. Create the room. You have room in. If your body is not a room, the hand has got a room, the heart has got a room, the stomach has got, the legs have got the brain, massive amount of files, rooms after rooms, huge amount of rooms. Just you have to use one of the room and said, let this pain go, let this pain go. The pain is gone. I could feel the pain. Let this, and the whole mind concentrates on the particular subject. It goes. It listens to you. The body listens to you. It fights against the foreign matter. You have to be supportive. If you run away and you allow the predator to prey on you in your house, in your this big building, then you are already dead. You must believe this huge body is a powerful machine and I can prey on others. I will not allow others to prey me. Not a single foreign matter. How do you stop the foreign matter? Just scrub and take a bath. Yes, it may take some time, but do it. There's always some room for improvisation, is what Satyajit Ray said, and people believed and they kept him like a god. And you can do the same thing, creating room, always room in your house, yes. And others can share it up, and together we can wipe out more tears and bring down hunger. Satyajit Ray said there's always some room for improvisation. This is my 410th small talks.